Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and here we are back at a work week.
I know. Windy start, too.
A windy start. But it was mild all weekend, and I loved it.
It was beautiful this weekend. Did you get out and enjoy the nice weather?
I did, and on Saturday I got out to the Loveless Day of Dance, and I got to. Oh, I was so happy to support Elias. He actually got second place.
All right.
Yeah. Now he was really close to first. I thought he was going to win because he got the first 10s of the day. He got 2 10s, and I was like, oh, he's totally winning this. And then Chip and Heather came out and did their dance. And they ended up winning. So, but second place, runner-up is still good. Still a winner in my book. I was really happy for him. So that was exciting.
Go check the video. I didn't get to see it, so I'll have to see the video of it.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to get some footage of it. But I'll tell you this: it's really fun to see all these people out there, you know, doing something as you've done for the community and for a wonderful charity. And of course, as you know, I'll be doing what you did, which is for Alzheimer's in April. And I'm dancing with the man who won. So.
Yeah, Chip. That's who I danced with last year. He's great. He is awesome. So.
A little pressure.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It will be fun. Now, of course, unfortunately, not everything this morning is as light as talking about dancing. Let's check in with KRQE News 13 morning anchor Elizabeth Alvarez. She's got some breaking news with today's headlines. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Yes, we do have breaking news to start off this morning. Chardon, Ohio, a school shooting. 4 students are shot. Police say a gunman opened fire at Chardon High School around 7:30 this morning. Chardon is about 30 miles east of Cleveland. Officials say the shooter is believed to be a student. The condition of the 4 students who were shot is not known at this time, but police say they do have the suspect in custody. We will have more information for you as the story develops. Of course, more on KRQE News 13 beginning at noon. Meanwhile, authorities say he ran from probation and parole officers, all in the name of love. 28-year-old Caleb Rogers, this guy here, was due to check in at the state probation office in Albuquerque Wednesday, but according to correction department officials, he was a no-show. Police caught up with him the next day at a local gas station with his girlfriend. Apparently, the two were on their way to get married. Cops took him into custody and booked him into jail, where he remains this morning on a no-bond hold. Rogers was on probation and parole for a list of charges including kidnapping, aggravated battery, and extortion. New Mexico firefighters are getting ready for what could come their way this week. Over the weekend, they went to the East Mountains, preparing everyone there for what they can expect to be another difficult and dangerous wildfire season. Fire crews are planning on relying heavily on social media to communicate important information quickly and as accurately as possible, just like they did last year. The U.S. Forest Service says using social media started right here in New Mexico with the Wallow Fire and the Las Conchas fire last year. It is now a crucial part of the fire communication system. In this morning's top health news, we start with information for new moms. The American Academy of Pediatrics is reaffirming its guidelines for breastfeeding. The experts say moms should try to only breastfeed their babies for the first 6 months of life. That should be followed, they say, with another 6 months of breastfeeding combined with introducing solid foods. And listen to this one. This is kind of interesting. Could the aroma from rosemary oil make you smarter? A new study says so, apparently. It shows that rosemary oil contains a chemical that can improve speed and accuracy on tests. Now, rosemary oil also appears to make people feel content, but scientists aren't sure why. Love cooking with rosemary. And that wraps it up for your morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, I'm going to send it back to you on this Monday.
Thanks, I love rosemary, too.
It's good. It's good.
I love the smell of rosemary. Okay, so now Hollywood's biggest night, last night, huge night. Was it a hit or a miss? Well, a lot of people are asking that question. You saw the Oscars. I watched the Oscars. What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed. I know he's gotten a little criticism, Billy Crystal, but I thought he was pretty funny.
Oh, I think he still got it.
I think he does.
He does.
And there were some really touching moments, too. Yeah. And awesome dresses, of course. And
yes, and we'll get to that for sure.
All about that coming up a little later. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin, though, has a wrap-up of all the big winners at the 84th Annual Academy Awards.
Because nothing can take the sting out of the world's economic problems like watching millionaires present each other with golden statues.
Silence received the ultimate golden reward at the 84th Annual Academy Awards. As Ode to Old Hollywood, the artist stole the spotlight. Winning winning Best Picture, becoming the first silent movie to win the coveted title since the first Oscar ceremony 83 years ago.
Okay, thank you.
Also picking up a Best Director win for Michel Hazanavicius, his leading man Jean Dujardin became the first Frenchman to walk away with the lead actor trophy.
Oh, putain, génial! Merci! Formidable! Merci beaucoup. I love you. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep will remember this as the night she nabbed her third Oscar for her record 17th nomination for The Iron Lady.
I thought I was so old and jaded, but they call your name and you just go into sort of a, I don't know, a white light, and it was just thrilling.
You're only 2 years older than me, darling. Where have you been all my life?
At age 82, Christopher Plummer made history as the oldest actor to win an Oscar, taking Best Supporting Actor for his role in Beginners. He got a touching standing ovation for the honor, as did Octavia Spencer for her Supporting Actress win for The Help.
Oscar nominee, but now I'm a winner. Winner.
And Oscars nostalgia was in the air too, with returning host Billy Crystal bringing back his classic routine, plus song and dance for a 9th time.
I love midnight in Paris.
Plus Martin Scorsese, who got in on the fun, receiving plenty of attention from presenters throughout the night, can boast his Hugo has found its place in film history, winning 5 of its 11 nominations. But it was still that silent film that made the most noise during Tinseltown's biggest night. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
You know who doesn't get enough credit on shows like that? The people who do the set design, because the set design last night was so fantastic, wasn't it? It was a great show, and I loved Meryl Streep's speech.
I know, when her husband touched his heart after she was thanking him first, and she got teary-eyed, and he touched his heart. I thought it was just a very touching moment.
I love that woman, yeah. And I went to a night at the Oscars last night. Ivan Weiner of Real Solutions holds a really big party every year, and it was really fantastic. And, you know, we have a lot of people that watch our show, so I just want to say thank you to those of you who are actually awake right now, which I doubt. But if you are, we appreciate you watching and enjoying it. And we definitely enjoyed the Oscars. And I love to see, like, old world movie stars like Christopher Plummer and Meryl Streep, you know, people who have been legends to so many of us, get up there and still be honored and recognized. So
Yeah, you know, you saw a little bit of that, but you saw a lot of first time.
Yeah, that was good too.
First time winners.
Yeah.
You know, I thought last night, which was really nice to see, and very strong female roles too.
Yes.
And
we'll be talking about that. And the bromance continues between George and Brad, because now neither of them won, so now they can still continue to, you know, joke around with each other. Nobody has a leg up on the other now.
No one ups there. Well, as far as the dresses go,
oh my gosh,
fantastic dresses, I think, last night. The stars were strutting their stuff on the red carpet, and there was plenty of glitz and glamour, of course.
Oh yeah, a lot of gold. I loved it. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin continues her report from Hollywood. Check it out.
The granddaddy of red carpets, bringing out the biggest and brightest Hollywood has to offer. And besides the big Oscar winners, most will talk about what they were wearing.
I'm wearing Zuhair Murad. I told my mom I was coming to the Oscars. She pulled down the drapes and made something for me.
The attention to detail and bling was the norm at this year's Academy Awards arrivals.
Jessica Chastain, hers was black with gold beading. That was Alexander McQueen with $2 million worth of Harry Winston yellow diamonds. Viola Davis, stunning in her green Vera Wang, red. There was definitely a beautiful moment tonight, and Michelle Williams and that red Louis Vuitton is one of the prettiest moments I have ever seen on a red carpet.
While the ladies spent the day primping, the guys took time for some R&R.
I played basketball, and I watched 2 games on TV. And you had to work.
I had to sit, get glam.
Yeah, it's easier, guys. Guys have it easy.
Easy for the guys.
I sat there getting ready for hours, and he sat on the bed napping.
Yeah, I slept in this for 2 days, and I just got up and went.
There were even some Oscar red carpet newcomers who enjoyed strutting their style for the first time.
What I loved about this LA Saab dress is that it's just so clean. And, you know, because it's my first time, I want it to be clean and statuesque.
It's pretty massive to be here for my first time and to take it all in and really just try to keep my feet on the ground.
The ladies have learned, without a doubt. Everybody took it to the next level. There was a lot of that. We hear all the time, Hollywood old school glamour, but it's really what happened here tonight.
And as the night belonged to the gold statue winners, it was also a night of memorable gowns and unforgettable designs. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Meryl looks like her Oscar. And Stacy Keibler I thought was gorgeous. You know, usually she kind of stands back and lets George take the spotlight, but last night she looked amazing.
She was in the gold, looking very Oscar-ish. I love seeing the gold.
I loved it. And I loved a lot of cream color, a lot of gold. Juliana Rancic, you know, who we talked to a lot from E! She looked great. She looked very classic and pretty. But Gwyneth took my breath away. I just thought that was just classy with the cape. And she looked like a movie star. And that's how she should look.
She should, but there wasn't anything too... You know, a lot of times you see these kind of hideous dresses, you know?
Yeah.
And there wasn't really anything too bad. I didn't care too much for the red bow
on Emma Stone.
Like
it was very much like Nicole Kidman's dress a few years ago.
But I thought overall, a lot of them stunning. Angelina Jolie had that leg out. Did you notice? Every time you saw her, that leg popped out.
She knows exactly what to do with that leg, and why not? If I look like her, God,
great.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Brad, you're a lucky man, but then again, she's pretty lucky too. Pretty lucky too. Yeah, and apparently it was pretty chilly last night in LA, but it wasn't too chilly here.
No, not too bad. Temperatures actually overnight were above average because of all the wind. But when you factor in the wind, it feels like it's cold. This is up at Sandia Peak.